The world is run by C students, fired employees, people no smarter than you. Let that sit for a moment. I got this as a text and it just got me thinking. This removes excuses because if that's real, then intelligence has never been the gatekeeper. Permission was. Somewhere along the way, we were taught to wait. Wait to be ready. Wait to be chosen. Wait to be confident. Wait to be certain. However, people running things didn't quietly wait. They moved. Here may be an uncomfortable part. Intelligence predicts grades, not fulfillment, not leadership, not peace, not wealth. Psychologist Daniel Kahneman proved what many of us feel intuitively. Humans don't live from logic. We live from emotion, perception, and state, and then justify afterward. And yet we keep telling ourselves, if I just think harder, if I just learn more, if I just get smarter. The brain doesn't reward potential, it rewards movement. Why calm wins? Under stress, the thinking brain, the prefrontal cortex, goes offline. This isn't mindset, this isn't philosophy, this is biology. When pressure hits, creativity narrows, perspective collapses, intelligence becomes inaccessible. So the person with the highest IQ in the room often loses access to it first. But regulated people don't. People who can breathe, people who can stay present, people who can remain calm under certainty, they can still think. This is why I keep saying it. Calm, cool, collected is not a personality. It's a practice state. Why C students actually win? C students, fired employees, unconventional creators, they tend to share something powerful. Not better brains, better nervous systems. They can tolerate discomfort. They can move without certainty. They can survive being wrong. Psychologist Carol Dweck called this a growth orientation. I'll say it more plainly. They don't protect an identity, they build a life. And identity is the hidden trap of elite intelligence. Elite intelligence often carries a quiet burden. I must be right. I must look confident. I can't afford to fail. That sounds intelligent, but it's fragile. Because real life doesn't reward being right, it rewards being responsive. Neuroscience shows us that the identity rigidly activates the brain's threat response. Flexibility keeps learning alive. That's why getting fired, as painful as it can be, often becomes the greatest turning point in someone's life. It collapses a false identity, and something more honest can finally emerge. Jeff Bezos said, most decisions should be made with about 70% of the information you wish you had. C students act at 70%. Elite intelligence waits for 95%. And by the time certainty arrives, the opportunity has passed. Entrepreneurs don't win because they're smarter. They win because they move sooner, integrate faster, iterate faster, stay in the game longer. Momentum beats mastery every time. Here's something that most people should realize. Confidence comes after action, not before. Dopamine, the motivational chemical, is released after movement, which means action is to confidence, confidence to clarity, clarity to identity. Wait to feel ready. Waiting to feel ready is waiting forever. The people running the world didn't feel ready. They felt willing. Neville Goddard said, assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled. Most people hear that and think, visualize harder. No, it means occupy the state of the one who moves. See, students don't believe more. They behave as if they're allowed. And behavior trains identity. Identity trains perception. Perception shapes experience. This is manifestation grounded in biology. The subconscious doesn't respond to affirmation, it responds to repetition and action. C students are pattern learners. They don't follow rules, they watch what works. They copy, they adapt, they remix. Elite intelligence often stays inside systems, optimizing grades, optimizing credentials, optimizing approval. Great employees. But markets don't care how smart you are. They respond to timing, emotion, value, simplicity. Pattern recognition beats rule following every time. The real superpower, self permission. Self permission underneath everything. I'm allowed to try. I'm allowed to sell. I'm allowed to lead. I'm allowed to express. Don't get blocked by lack of intelligence if that's what you think is blocking you. Don't get blocked by waiting to be chosen. No one is coming. And that's not the bad news. That's freedom. So let this year, 2026, be about expression. I'm not asking you to be smarter. It's asking you to express. Expression doesn't require genius. It requires regulation, repetition, courage, movement, all trainable daily. Here's today's practice. One slow breath through the nose, a longer breath out through the mouth, and say quietly, I act without waiting to be chosen. Then move. One message, one post, one step. That's how the nervous system learns safety. That's how identity forms. That's how manifestation becomes real. The world is run by people no smarter than you, not because intelligence doesn't matter, but because it was never the deciding factor. Calm beats clever. Movement beats mastery. Expression beats perfection. Go in love and peace with wisdom and understanding. Enjoy this day and express.